There's been a recent surge in creative and missional movements that seem to be springing up everywhere. However, I also believe that we've only barely scratched the surface. In order to create a truly thriving mixed ecology that's full of all kinds of biodiversity, we're going to need a better system, a system that empowers anyone to do church anywhere, not just specially gifted or privileged people, and a system that makes all of this innovation much more sustainable. And so in order for that to happen, we need to understand what kind of system can sustain that kind of life. And the language I've been learning about that's been helpful is that of a living system versus a non-living system. A non-living system is basically like a machine or a factory. A living system is organic, like a living ecosystem. I would argue that much of Western Christianity has adopted an industrial, manufacturing, non-living system approach to how we do church. A non-living system is organized by a central authority. Its parts work in silos, dependent on fixed roles and functions. Non-living systems are primarily oriented toward an end product, and they operate via command and control. However, a living system is like an ecosystem. It is self-organized and decentralized. Its parts are independent and flexible, but interconnected. And living systems are by nature dynamic and therefore more oriented around process rather than product. And it operates not by command and control, but by shared purpose and principles. Non-living systems are designed to go big and scale, while living systems are designed to adapt and evolve. Non-living systems require power and hierarchy. In living systems, relationship and connection are the keys. Non-living systems tend to disempower control and creating bottlenecks, essentially. Living systems empower and unleash creativity. Non-living systems tend to exploit and extract value and resources from its participants and their environment. Living systems are equitable and non-extractive because in a living system, everything and everyone is interconnected. Think of the food chain or water cycle. Everything depends on balance and sustainability. And this final distinction is very important. Non-living systems rely on the empowered leader or expert to have all the answers. It assumes everything can be solved with enough technical expertise, and the parts in the system are mostly passive and dependent on centralized authority to tell them what to do and solve their problems for them. In contrast, in a living system, all the parts of the system are self-initiating. Everyone is activated to learn and solve problems and create solutions on their own. The system itself behaves like a hive mind. It relies on the wisdom of the collective whole rather than one gifted individual. In other words, I, as a leader, don't have all the answers, but I can trust and rely on the system to figure out what the system needs. There could be hundreds of leaders, all empowered to experiment and iterate and learn from one another's successes and failures, pooling their wisdom and different perspectives together and solving problems that no one person could solve alone. Or it can offer multiple solutions depending on varying situations. That's the power of a dynamic living system. And it is my deep conviction, this is what the church was supposed to be all along. It is literally called the body of Christ. So of course it has to be fundamentally organic in nature. And so we're trying to create a system of church that is not based on control and consolidation of power, but based on connecting and empowering the whole body of Christ and unleashing its full potential.